Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Gromasta, and today we have Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. The abnormality appears to be a humanoid standing against a wall with a redded cloak on, a little like Little Red Riding Hood, but the face is a little different. This could be considered a very useful abnormality because this one can help you when other abnormalities escape, at a cost. When sending somebody in, you have Instinct, which on higher characters is high, Common on the lower, Insight, which is the best, Repression, which is common now, and I think it stays common the whole time, or Request. So when you have an escaped abnormality, you can use a request on them. Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary will escape if 2 or more abnormalities escape out of their cells, with the exception of Punishing Bird. When you have an escaped abnormality, you can go to Request on Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. It'll give you a little wanted poster. You go over top the abnormality you want it to hunt, click, and it will take the energy used that it shows below and go and fight it. Little Red Riding will take off and run towards the abnormality as fast as possible. The abnormality with the target on it will have a little thing above its head. Little Red will run into the room and just stand there and shoot. Once the abnormality is taken care, Little Red will just go back to the containment facility. The armor and weapon of Little Red is right here on this character and looks pretty similar to exactly what Little Red is wearing. The story of Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. I am a pro. I used to be expensive, but I'll cut you some slack here, under one condition. Hand me over that goddamn cunning bastard if you ever see him. I will hang his head over my bed. Only then I can fall asleep without having a nightmare. Female warrior with striking red hood. Her frayed and patched hood has initials embroidered on it, which are unreadable because of the damage the hood has taken. Rumor says her hood used to be white, but became red after being soaked in blood for countless times. It turned out not to be true. Fix this, Michael. Before coming to the facility, she was a mercenary, wandering around without residence. She does not trust others well, and has extreme fondness for battles. She is unusually uncomfortable with her part of flesh being exposed and looking at a mirror. Also, numerous symptoms of paranoia have been observed in her behaviors. She has strong desire to resolve emergency situations if one ever breaks out. She says it's a contract. Since this behavior consequently helps the management process, the company recommend putting it to use. The following contains must read for employees in all classes. If she faces Big and Might Be Bad Wolf, she goes out of control. She will undergo extreme shift in personality, embitterment disorder, and other psychologically dangerous disorders which result in serious collateral damage. Thus, extreme caution is advised when working on Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. No victory will come in our battle. All I think about is how to kill that bastard in the most gruesome way possible. Thus, I will drink no toast. I will not celebrate in any way. When I got used to grinding an axe instead of picking flowers in the garden, I was 15. The abnormality details. Requesting Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary to suppress escaped abnormalities other than ordeals is a good way to take care of things. However, making a request comes with a cost. When the employee Yoonhoon, who has worked on F0258, Big and Might Be Bad Wolf, completed the work, the quoth counter was reduced. The quoth counter decreased every time the abnormality escaped. However, it did not respond to the escape of O0256, Punishing Bird. When there is a howling of F0258, Big and Might Be Bad Wolf, near the containment room of Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary, the quoth counter became 0. When Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary encountered Big and Might Be Bad Wolf, Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary turned even more hostile. When another target suppressed Big and Might Be Bad Wolf instead of Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary, without a target to hunt down, Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary started attacking those around it indiscriminately. This one, I did try in a previous video. I think I actually tried in 2 videos and was never able to have her turn on me. Once the wolf was defeated, she just went back to her facility. Insight is by far common, or by far the best. It is common. Instinct is common on the higher up you go. And then attachment, you cannot do because that's request. And repression is low. The weapon is pretty good, but it has a side effect of if your health is below 50%, then it does damage to everybody in the room. The armor is amazing, except for against Pale, but 0.6 on all the others is pretty good. The gift is +2 to health, movement speed 2, and attack speed 2, which again is pretty nice, and it gives an interesting look to the character. It is endured to red, it is endured to black, endured to white, and weak to pale, so red is by far the best to go after it with, followed by black if you don't have pale. And that has been Little Red Riding Hood Mercenary. Until next time.